I'm Gerson Sinano and welcome to my YouTube channel, and thank you very much for joining me. So today it's all about agriculture. You know, the geopolitical situation, things that are happening, in Ukraine affecting us big time, but it's very irritating to understand that, we live on one of the greatest continent where, agriculture should not be a problem, but to hear that people are struggling, people are starving, is very frustrating indeed. So let's go and find out what the nun is up to. The garden, I need to show you what a Catholic nun is doing. She's doing the best that she can to produce enough food, and so it's very interesting here to see. That's what I'm gonna do today. So I'll just take you so you can see what's happening. She is doing a fantastic job.
You said never let me go. 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 You said
Yeah. Oh, this is watering. It's a big garden. So very beautiful. Self-reliance. Very beautiful. Welcome to the garden, like I told you. Now look, it's very interesting here. So it's a garden, and by the way, it's being run by a Catholic nun, and she's doing the best that she can to make sure that food security in the country is ensured. So now the issues of war in Ukraine and the disruption of food chain supply has affected many developing countries. So my job today was just to kind of find out people who are trying to do their best instead of sitting down. And remember, this is a Catholic nun and she's doing the best that she can. She would need help anyway in terms of labor, but you can see cabbage all over. And if you look at the garden that side, so it's not catered for because there are no shade net. Okay, see, now we got shade net here. If I can just show you the camera. Now here's the shed net. Look at the shed net. So you got shed net here, but it only ends here. So the other side does not have, because that requires more shed net to utilize the whole space. But what's happening right now, the space is not fully utilized because of the lack of shade net. Imagine what could happen if she was to get help where shed net could go all over. Now when it comes to food supply, that would be what the country would need. Now this is what we need in Africa. The idea that the disruption of food supply from Ukraine, suddenly people are going hungry, does not make sense, especially when you have abundance of fertile land like this. So but look at what she's doing. She's doing the best that she can. It's just that if she gets shed net like this and then extend it that way. So what will happen is if you extend it that way, then the supply will be great. But for now, you can see it is, you know, the place is not fully utilized because the other space is still open. But regardless, you can see the cabbage is all over here. Good supply. So maybe you can just come closer. Let me show you. Now look how fresh this thing looks like. So it's very fresh, very nice, taken care of nicely. But that requires, you know, supply. That requires extending the shade net all over. Then that way, as a nation, we can become independent. But for as long as you know, majority of people prefer staying in towns and do not want to come here and do the best that they can to make sure that we, you know, we use the land to the maximum to produce enough for the nation, we'll keep on, you know, importing food supply, and that will be expensive. Now, the danger of food supply, I mean, of importing food is this: once you import more than, or you know, what you can export, the chances of running into inflation is very high. You know, when the demand of food outside, when we have high demand, then what is supplied from outside, so what are you going to have is you are going to run into inflation. Now she's showing us what she does best. Now look at this. You probably have an idea now. Look, it's amazing. Tomatoes. You got tomatoes, and then you have this tiny kind of tomato. I don't know if you can see them. Tiny tomato, and then you have eggplant. That's how eggplant looks like, for those who do not know. So that is eggplant. So there they go. Now, as far as your eyes can see, you see, this is food security. When we talk about food security, this is exactly what we're referring to. The person responsible is standing over there. Tires being used to grow tomatoes. Now these are small tomatoes, you can see them. The style of using tires. Instead of throwing tires, some people use them to grow vegetables and fruits, and you name them. Look how useful tires have become. As far as your eyes can see, that's what you can do with tires, right? You don't throw them around. You can use them for agricultural purposes. It's fantastic. It's great. As far as your eyes can see, that's tires for you. How many tires are here? Dozens of tires. It's great. And this is what they have done. So you can literally see leaf cabbages and various, you know, vegetables. So under a big rosewood tree, that's what you see. And over there you can see, you see, that's what people should do if you want to fight hunger in the country. Not sitting, but to come and actually do what other people are doing. It's a great example. Great. This avocado tree, it's beautiful. Space has been fully utilized. Even a small space as this, fully utilized. I don't know what this. Sweet potatoes. I think this is sweet potato. Land is fully utilized. It's great. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe, like, and share. So let's grow the channel. Thank you. Big ups.